Yes, students. Major landforms. We are going to study chapter 6 geography, that are major landforms. Okay. The earth is full of different types of surface features. Landforms means different landforms on the surface of the earth. They can be mountains, rivers, plateaus, plains, deserts, islands. These are called as the landforms. Clear, students? Different forms of the lands are called as the landforms. Landforms can be categorized into three divisions. Yes, first landforms are oceans and continents. Second are mountains, plateaus and plains. And third are hills, valleys and the deltas. Clear, students? So landforms are divided into three categories. Landforms are divided into three categories. First is ocean and continents. Second is mountains, plateaus and plains. And third are hills, valleys and the deltas. You can see on the screen, students, plateaus, lakes, volcano, states, island groups, plains, rivers, glaciers, mountains. These all are the different forms of the landforms. Clear, students? These are the different landforms. Now, the topography of the Earth's surface is very uneven. Topography yani land surface. Clear, students? Topography means the land surface is very uneven. Uneven yani it's not same everywhere. You can also see now around you. Do you find same land surface everywhere? No. Same land surface is not there everywhere. It is uneven. Somewhere it is as high as 8,850 meters, that is Mount Everest, height of the Himalayas peak above sea level, and its area and its deep as 11,033 meters. That is Mariana Trench. It is in Pacific Ocean. Clear, students? Mariana Trench is in Pacific Ocean, below the sea. This unevenness in the topography can be ascribed to various processes such as earthquake, volcanic eruptions. Yes, uneven surface of land leads to earthquake or volcanic eruptions. At the same time, external processes like weathering and erosion from sea, rain, glaciers, etc. also play a role in shaping landforms. Yes, weathering, because of weathering, soil is formed, erosion, moving away of the soil. These are the geographical terms. Also play a role in shaping landforms. Yes, giving shape to the landforms. Yes, see, because of sometimes what happens, rocks, because of weathering and erosion, they degenerate and forms the soil. And internal processes are responsible for the tensional or compressional forces, which either try to subside or to upliftment. External processes are responsible for the wear and tear of the landform, such as weathering and erosion. Students, so this external and internal process both are responsible for the formation of landforms. Clear, students? External and internal process are responsible for the formation of landforms. And such one landform will go through, that is mountain. Mountain is an uplifted and pointed landmass. I hope everyone might have seen the mountain, as we have the highest mountain range, that are Himalayas. In India, our Rajasthan also we have, that is Aravalli mountain range. It is the oldest, and Himalayas are the example for youngest mountain range. So first landform we are going to study is mountain. Dia, just say voice is audible or not. Dia, just give me thumbs up. Audible or not, Dia? Dia, it is audible. Mansa, Yes, students, audible. Yes, students, we will be studying about the mountain. The landform, one of the landform that is mountain. Yes, mountain is uplifted and pointed landmass record. It is above the surrounding land surface. Those with a height of more than 900 meters and above the level are considered as mountains. The peaks below 900 meters are considered as hills. So how can we differentiate, students, about the between mountain and hill? Height above the 900 meter, it is mountain, and height above below the 900 meter, it is a hill. The study of mountain is called as orography. Clear, students? The study of mountain is called orography, and the highest mountain peak in the world is Mount Everest, with a height of 8,850 meters above the sea level. So, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, and this Mount Everest is in Nepal. Clear, students? So, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, and the study of mountain is called as orography. Now, we'll study about the different types of mountains. The Earth's crust is made up of 7 major plates, and such plates are called as tectonic plates. Clear, students? The Earth's crust is made up of 7 major and some minor plates, and these plates are called as tectonic plates. The movement of these plates and the continental rocks above the lead to the formation of mountain by folding, faulting, and volcanic activity. The Earth's crust is made up of 7 major and minor plates. The movement of these plates and the continental rocks lead to the formation of mountains by folding, faulting, and volcanic activity. And now the fold mountains. So the types of mountains are fold mountain, faulting, and volcanic. So first mountain is the fold mountain. Fold mountains are formed when some plates come towards each other, pushing and uplifting the rock strata of the sedimentary rocks. Clear, students? So fold mountains are formed when some plates come towards each other, pushing and uplifting of the rock strata of the sedimentary elements. Due to this buckling, folding takes place. Sometimes the magma compression is so great that it causes the strata of sediment to deposit, and due to this form the chain. This is often termed as mountain chain, and all the great mountains on the earth are examples such as Rockies in America, Andes in South America, Alps in Europe, and Himalayas in Asia have been formed in this way. So examples of fold mountains. Which are the examples, students? You can underline. The Rockies in America, Andes in South America, Alps in Europe, and Himalayas in Asia are the examples of fold mountains. These have been formed as the fold mountains because of their recent origin. And these fold mountains are their recent examples, recent mountains. Now, they tend to be ridged. They tend to be very ridged because they have been formed within the last 40 million years back. And the Ravlis, the Western Ghats in India, and the Scottish Highlands in the UK, and the Appalachian in America are called the mountain chain, are called the fold mountain chain because the because they are formed some 200 to 300 years ago, and over time they have been worn away by nature forces like wind, water, etc. So students, these are the examples of the fold mountains. Now we move towards the, see, you can see on the screen about how these fold mountains are formed. With the help of these tectonic movements, oceanic plates, there is the formation of this fold mountain, students. Clear? Now we move toward the block mountain. Second type of mountain is the block mountain. How these block mountains are formed? Block mountains are formed of navigation, land living, land navigation or the flat top. Sometimes the internal process of the plate or some rock strata either rise or subside. This upliftment and subsidence is faulting. Yes. So students will be studying now about the block mountains. Okay. We have studied about the fold mountain. Now they have the forms of land having flat tops. So mountains having the flat tops are called as the block mountains. Sometimes the internal process is called for some rock strata to either rise or subside. This upliftment and subsidence is known as faulting. Again, I am repeating. It is caused by the screen. Yes, sometimes the upliftment and subsidence is known as the faulting. This is caused by the horizontal force of tension when forces rises or subsides. They act in the opposite direction. In this, the land between the two faults either rises or subsides. So what happens? The land between these two faults either rise or subsides. If it rises, it is called block mountain or horst, and if it subsides or sinks, it is called a rift valley or the graben. See, as the land between two faults either rises or subsides, if it is rises, it is called the block mountain or horst, and if it subsides or sinks, it is called as a rift valley. Some of the examples of block mountain are Black Forest Mountain in Germany, then Vosges in France, mountain ranges of Nevada and Utah in the USA, and Salt Range in Pakistan. River Narmada in India flows in a rift valley between Satpura and the Vindhya mountain range. So this was about the block mountain. Now the third type of the mountain, which is the volcanic mountain, students. Volcanic mountains are usually formed by the continuous accumulation of volcanic materials such as lava, various molten rock around the volcanic vent. So students, it's clear that volcanic mountains are formed by the volcanic eruptions such as lava and other molten rocks from the volcanic vent. You all know the picture about how this volcano erupts. See, you can see the volcanic mountain. It erupts from the volcanic vent. Volcanic vent is a neck from which the lava is coming out. A volcanic vent is an opening on the top of the mountain from where various materials are ejected. The materials go on accumulating on the top of each other, often forming a mountain. Some of the best examples of volcanic mountains are Mount Fujiyama of Japan and Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. Clear, students? So the examples of volcanic mountains are Mount Fujiyama in Japan and Kilimanjaro in Africa. These are the volcanic mountains found in Africa and Japan. Now, we go to the usefulness of mountains, how mountains are useful to us. Various plants and trees are found on the mountains like coniferous, chestnut, maple, junipers, stone crops, mosses, and ferns, etc. Here, students, various plants and trees species are found on the mountains like conifers, chestnut, maple, junipers, stone crops, mosses, and ferns, etc. Mountains make up one-fifth of the world's landscapes and are home to at least one-fourth of the world's people. Clear? So one-fifth of the world's population live at the mountains. So it is a home for the people and it's home for wildlife animals also. Mountains are rich in medicinal plants like sarp, gandha, jamun, arjun, babul, neem, tulsi plants, kashnat, turmeric and mint, etc. So these are the plants and herbal plants which are used as herbs and medicines which we find on the mountains only. They are also source of life-giving perennial rivers, for example, Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, etc. Climate over mountains is very cool because as we move higher from the sea level, temperature tends to decrease. Yes, you all know. During summer season, we all go to visit hill stations. Yes, students. So these are very useful to us and they are cooled climate. Dams across snow-fed rivers are great sources of renewable hydroelectricity power, for example, Bakranagar Dam in Punjab. So, dams are also sources for the generating electricity power. Mountains are storehouse of minerals like coal, gold, silver, and gems. They also help in promoting health and tourism. Example, hill stations like Masurai, Srinagar, Darjeeling, and Shimla, etc. Mountains provide habitats for wide variety of animals and species. Hmm. Okay. Now the plateaus. Plateau is another landform which we are going to study after the mountain. So plateau are the tablelands, smaller than the mountains. A plateau is a raised flat land compared to its surroundings. Plateaus are also called as tablelands. Means they are raised flat tablelands according to the surrounding. It is highland with a flat terrain at the top, marked with a yes. It is height is more than a plain and less than a mountain. Plain surface means the surface on which we live. So plateau's height is less than the plain, more than the plain and less than the mountain. Its average height varies usually between 300 to 1000 meters from the sea level. So this was about the plateaus. So plateaus are height more than the plain surface and less than the mountains. Now different types of plateaus. Plateaus can be classified according to their shape and size, structure, origin and surroundings. Now, first type is intermonate plateaus. Second is pediment plateau and third is the continental plateau. So internet Monet plateaus are the bordered by the mountains from all sides. For first type of plateaus, they are bordered from all the sides, mountain border. And examples are Tibetan plateau. It is the highest plateau in the world and it is called as the roof of the world. Clear students, again I am repeating. Intermountain plateau means surrounded by mountains on all sides. And for such example, it is Tibetan plateau. It is also called as the roof of the world. Next is the Podaman plateau. Podaman plateaus are which are bordered by a mountain on one side and by sea or plain on other side. Clear? So, Podaman plateaus are the plateau which are bordered by one side mountain, other side by sea or plain. Such example is plateau of Patagonia in Argentina. Clear, students? So, Podaman plateau means bordered by one side mountain, other side by sea or plain. And examples are Patagonia in Argentina. Third is the continental plateau. Continental plateaus are surrounded either by sea or plains from all sides. Such are Arabian Peninsula. Clear, students? So we have studied three types of plateaus. Now we move towards the usefulness of plateaus. Plateaus, students, I'm stopping here only.